Good morning. We're about to do a detailed walk around the garden. So we'll go into each plant as I can remember which ones we've got and where they are. So wish us luck. Bunnies, would you like to be in today's video? I'm sure you would. Let's have some food first. Hey, put it. Oh boy, slow down. I'll lose my fingers one day. I'll catch up with you girls later. Good morning girls, would you like to join me in today's video? You're busy. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll get back to you later. Sorry. Good morning, birds. Today, Athena? Oh yeah, you look like it. See me later. I'll go for a walk around the garden. Right by the front porch is our seedling growing area. And for delicate little things like orchids. Hopefully we can get some vanilla going this year. That'll be great. And that is my first of the season's sourdough starter. So hopefully that'll be ready in a day or two. Just having a bask in the sun. That was our parsley bed. That's all going to come out and be okra and sweet corn to block that sun hitting those front windows all the time. Mango's done really well. Just love that little microclimate over winter. We use that as a medicine. We don't expect to get any mangoes out of it. And who's this? Somebody wants to be in the video. She's quite vocal, this girl. All right. Settle down. Can I keep filming? Thank you. We don't actually get bananas off of them because Jelena uses the trunks to get a fibre from that she uses for her weaving. In the front of the house is a kiwi fruit. That's the female. The male's just around the corner. Hopefully they're going to cover the front of the house and help us protect against the sun. Wisteria, sorrel. I did learn the name of this the other day, but I forgot. Tamarillo. That's its third year. It flowered last year, so hopefully we'll get fruit this year. Curry leaf plant. Looking a bit worse for wear after the winter. Young jujube. Crown of thorns. Some kind of chrysanthemum. Beans. And a male kiwi fruit. They like a pollinator, so hopefully they get up to some good pollination. In the hanging baskets we grow strawberries. Another one. Yeah. And down here our finger limes. A red and a green one. The green one yielded last year. One beautiful lime, so hopefully we'll get more this year. There's a brown turkey fig. Get a bit of a squeeze in here. There's the peach tree. Outback lime. A little bit from the finger limes, but just beautiful. There's beach bananas. We'll come a bit further around to this is our shaded section. Hopefully this passion fruit, which is doing a beautiful job, will cover the front and keep the bedrooms cool during the summer. Taro. White Genoa. White Adriatic fig. Honeysuckle. Don't know what this one is, but the birds just love it. They go crazy over it, so we keep it. They help keep the bugs down too. There's some dragon fruit in there. And we come down a bit further. More dragon fruit. And a jasmine vine. So they're honeysuckle and jasmine are right around the bedroom window, so hopefully we're going to get some beautiful smells this year. I'll just do a quick U-turn here. Pineapple. Coffee. We'll give it a try. And tree dahlias. Fruit, there's a lavender. A kumquat. Horseradish. Mugwort. I've got ochre down there, New Zealand jams underneath, so we hope they'll grow. There's some celery. Here's our wicking beds from this side. 2-year-old capsicum, so they should be doing alright. Everything's going to flower at the moment, which is great because that attracts lots of beneficial insects. Blackberry nightshade, very useful, very high producing plant that most people think is a weed, and a lot of people think is poisonous. Parts of it are, but the rest is good. More flowering brassicas I'm keeping for seed. Okinawan spinach, a perennial spinach. It tastes quite good, so we're going to try that this year. Onions, there's lots of onions around the place. Thyme. We're trying sugarcane this year again. It's died on us the last 2 years straight, but we have a better technique this year. Over this side, this is our kale bed, which had a good trim recently. Euphorbia parviflorus, the radium weed. Onions, calendula. You can't have too many calendula. You might be wondering what these are. These are just little bits of plastic strip. I cut them off a compost bag, and they flop around, and hopefully they keep away the white cabbage moths and deter some things from eating our plants. And we come down here and we have our hops vine. Actually, no, hops vines, they're not vines. It's something I learned the other day, so I'm quite proud of that. That's going to cover the whole front of the house. We like deciduous vines close to the lounge room so that we can have sun in winter and shade in summer. That's it. Come down here, Shingaku, edible chrysanthemum. We've got some snake beans coming in, but they've been eaten by somebody, so we'll check that. Eggplant, calendula, nettles, never have too many nettles. Under there is ginger, Solomon seal, and turmeric. We're just coming past our almond tree, and there's some almonds. Look at that, first ones we've had, beautiful. Coming down here, some fumitory, more radium weed, some more thyme, self-seeded feverfew, beans, there's lots of beans around at the moment, and nettles, more nettles than you can poke a stick at. Patch, it's been kind of invaded by madder at the moment. We put madder in a couple of years ago and we let it go, and now we can't get rid of it. It's great. But did you know that animals that eat madder all the time, it'll stain their bones red because it's kind of dye and it's got some kind of organic thing in, so everybody's looking forward to that. Right, there's some wheat or barley, I can't remember which one. I just chuck grass in as a filler. Coming back slowly this way, it's a little water garden with some watercress, duckweed. There's a taro in there. I don't think that's an edible one. We'll find out this year. Nardoo. We don't eat the nardoo, but Julina uses it for making interesting patterns on her fabrics. Coming along here, celery. Egyptian walking onions. We've got a few of those around the garden. Then there's behind this frame here, there's yacon. And coming down this way is our calamansi tree, but it's looking a little bit sick. It was moved a couple of months back, so I'm hoping it'll come back. Calundamon or something they're called. More edible chrysanthemum. And we'll cruise down here with our pear tree and our feijoa. Now there's more turmeric down in the bottom there. And here we have our pomegranate tree, which we just love the look of these trees. Poking through the fence, cutleaf mint, that's an amazing plant. Rose, rosemary, our orange tree, look at those blossoms on there, amazing stuff. There's a sage tucked in down there. And this is, I'm not sure what this is. It's got flowers of a daisy family, leaves like lavender, and a smell like mint. So if you know what it is, let me know. And these hyssop looking a little bit worse for wear from the bugs. Lavender, that's almost ready to harvest for making some medicine this year. I'll be doing that very soon. We've got so much of it. I think that's a Hawaiian cream guava. I got Hawaiian cream and Mexican cream. Got the labels mixed up and then one died, so we'll see. There's some mint. We keep the mint separate now because of different medicinal properties. New Zealand spinach. Strawberry guava. Strawberry guava, we had one for 18 years and it died, so we put this one in just as a memory, and because we love them. They're big yielders during winter. There's a little lime tree under there. Our asparagus going absolutely crazy. I just don't pick enough of that. Nor rosemary. You know, there's a saying that in a house ruled by the woman, the rosemary will thrive. Take a look at that. We'll come back this way. And the second part of that saying is that in a house ruled by the man, the sage will survive. Look at the size of that sage compared to the rosemary around the place. I think you know who wears the pants in this house. Okay. Come back down here. Elder tree. There's an old Indian saying that in a village with an elder tree, nobody has to go sick. So we'll put that to the test this year. It's just every part of it is medicinal in some way or another. We come here to the oregano and swinging back down, which you can't see because they're underground at the moment, more New Zealand yams. Orris root, there's orris root all through the garden. We'll swing around here a little bit and we will get to see the rabbits. Here they are. Jesus and Grace. You want to be on TV? Want to be on a video? We don't care. Feed us. Yeah, I know that feeling. You're good bunnies. We'll feed you in a minute when I've finished this video. Okay? Next to the rabbit cage is a sampaguita. It's like a jasmine. Beautiful smell. They use it in the Philippines for a lot of things. Just here in the glare, a Sicilian nectarine tree. They came from Joe's Connected Garden. And then down here is our nettle and compost tea maker, because it makes them without the smell. What have we got? That was nettles about 2 weeks ago. Lots of thick, black, juicy, good stuff. Come back here. Here's a blood orange. It didn't do well in the ground, so we put it in a little mini wicking bed to see how we'd go. We swing around here. Just in the back there's a little tiny loquat. We love our loquats, but the last one died in the pot last summer, so that's already more in there. See how we go. This is our cut leaf mint bed. Prosenthera incisa. You just run through your hand with that and you can smell mint for a long time during the day. Right at the front, coast bearded heath, leucopogon. It's one of my favourite bush foods. Lots of little fruit. Tastes kind of like apples to me. Oh, in the front, if I can swing it around a bit more, there's more walking onions. Lavender. It's our mandarin tree behind the compost bins. That's going to do so well. All that extra juice. Right. This is really the only way to keep matter in a pot. Keep it out of the way of the rest of the garden. We've got society garlic, and I think there's a goji berry in there. That's what I got these things for, but I think we ended up planting over the top of it. Oh, no, there it is. There's a branch. Excellent. They're quite invasive. We'll go around. Oh, there's all just go under here. There's a wormwood. That was lost until I took the lab beans down. But we'll get it back again. More rosemary. Onions. This bed needs replacing shortly. It's got a hole in the lining. Come back here. There's our Maya lemon. Never grows very big, that tree, but it just thrives. And it just produces and produces and produces. Native raspberry. Rubus parviflorus. Lots of flowers last year, but no fruit. But hopefully this year, plenty of fruit. On the bush food theme, sweet appleberry. Now that is delicious. And this year I really intend to beat the birds. They beat me last year and I got 2 fruit off of the whole thing. Here's our cherry tree. That was a gift. We'll see how it goes. We've got some feverfew in there. Arrowroot just starting to pop up now. This little passion fruit never gets much bigger than that, but produces beautiful, beautiful black fruit every year. So we're living in hope for that one. And here in our chook run is our apple tree. Just a normal Granny Smith. There goes the car. I forgot to press the button. That's alright. Normal Granny Smith, but we'll see how we go there. Swinging around to the last bit, almost. There's a little nectarine tree, came from a friend of ours. More onions, calendula. You got some Tagessäste tree lucerne in there. Then there's a dwarf mulberry. And I think the blackbirds enjoyed the calendula more than we did. In here is our Cape gooseberry. They just keeps on going. They're tough as nails, these things. I'll swing back around. Forget about the car. More onions. You can always fill spaces with onions. Yacon. Oh, another car. 2 cars. Anyway, we'll be fine. Okay, there's our plum tree, which provides most of the shade for the front of the house in the from the western sun in the summer. Orris roots, daylilies. There's more daylilies all around the place. If we swing back across the path, you can eat every part of a daylily. So we do. Yarrow, comfrey. There's comfrey plants all around the place. You can't have too much comfrey. Capsicums. That's a colour mix from the local hardware store. Hopefully that'll kick up really, really well. And we'll just do a little pan over this section. This is just going to be so green in 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so. It's amazing. Furthest point from the house is a coastal rosemary, so it'll give a beautiful smell when I come in through the driveway, through the gate. There was a native lemongrass here. I'm not sure what happened to that, and pigface is doing quite well. Old man's beard, that's my arthritis remedy. Nasturtiums, aloe vera. There's a couple of Kalamata jumbo olive trees here. A different variety of goji berry, so we'll see what happens there. Native raspberry coming up all along there. Not sure what that was. It's a brassica of some sort. Let's see what happens. There's our grapes leading to Jelena. Leading to Athena. She just likes to sit on a little throne there and just watch up and down the road. She can spend all day there. And she loves it. Don't you go? Yes. Soon to be verge garden. Dodonea viscosa. Sticky hotbush, that's a bit of a painkiller. Ruby saltbush, that's a nice high yielding berry bush. Not very big berries, but they're quite tasty. Come along here to my favourite, Myoporum insulare, Boobiella. Big tree, thick leaves, lots and lots of fruit. Going to protect the house and also give us a nice flavouring for gin. Viridla, Acacia retinoides. Delicious seeds, lots of seeds. You can eat the whole seed pod, and they have seeds have a little aniseed flavour when they dry, which is nice. Here's a bit of a succulent to brighten up the corner. Nasturtiums. Look at those pigface flowers now. There's a saltbush that was a gift from our friend Jem. Don't know what kind it is, but it just keeps on growing. More nasturtiums. Some of Jelena's weaving rushes. Fumitory. More rushes. You have to excuse the shadow, the sun is right behind me right now. Much more of the same. It's just a bed just to filter out stuff coming into the garden, really. There's a little loquat shooting new leaves. I hope you do really well. And we just come back to the gate where there's a little patch of mallows and some nettles and some fumitory, and I've really got to get and clean that bit up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the walk. Somebody's playing the music now.